This is the high lat row. Now we've adjusted the arms up to 0, to the highest setting, all the way together. And you can see that that's allowing Amy to reach upwards. So it's not as high as a pull down might be. It's kind of halfway in between a row and a pull down. A tremendous variation. It's going to allow her a little more range and a little more change within the lat muscle, which is a huge fan. So she's going to sit upright and do this row. And notice that when she does this, her shoulder blades are pulled opposite the direction of the cables or the ropes. So she's pulling down and squeezing her arms all down at the same time. As she comes forward, go real slow. Can you show them how their shoulder blades pulling this way? And then on the way down, super slow, where she does this fluid motion of shoulder blade and arm together. Now we could change this just a little bit and create variation by having her lean back slightly and keeping it there. So she's not yanking and leaning back as she moves, changing every time. She's just kind of keeping it there. And you see all the same great motion. It's another variation in angle. By changing her body, it becomes a little closer to perpendicular to her torso. The ropes do. You can see that? And I'll tell you what, if you, and you know whether you can do this or not, if you're super controlled, I'll let you, I'll give you the permission, as if you needed it, to actually sit up straight at this end and do the torso motion as you go through the motion. But you see how controlled she's doing that? She's starting the motion with these before she moves her torso. She's not moving the torso to make it easier, like slinging it and then throwing the arms into it. So this is not a license to cheat as much as it is to make it a more compound or integrated exercise by adding torso and hip movement into your upper body movement. We have one more variation by going a little tiny bit wider. That just changes the angle not only in terms of width but also a little bit lower from that initial setting. So it's the same type of thing, just a different pulley setting. I don't know that I'd go much wider than that because you end up without much motion due to the change in width, and it's not much of a row anymore. So there's your two options for the high row, position 0, position 1.